So what if they ask for what is left in this question? So how do you do it?
If they ask what is left for the money, right?
Yeah.
You need to use 60 times 25, and then you also need to minus the one you got from the 60 times 25.
Correct. Okay, that is one method. Okay, so another method is this. Okay, let me get this white page out. Okay, so I'm going to okay, hold on. Let me arrange my two windows so that well, looks like you are very familiar with online learning already. Very good. This is the way forward. Okay, so now you are ready for it. You are ready for the future. Very good. Okay, so just now what you say is this. You can see my screen, right? Blank page plus the question, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So what I'm trying to say is, so this question, method one is what you say just now is you have a $60 here, right? So we have the branch. So 25% of what? So what do you fill up here?
Of the 60.
Yes. Okay. So this is the price of the shoes. Okay. And then, so what is left?
60.
No. How do you fill up this? So this will be left. So how do you fill up this?
Let me try this first.
So 25% is the price of the shoes. So how do you fill up this blank space? You can use a calculator.
Okay.
Okay, tell me what you fill up here first. What of what?
Where I'm calculating.
Huh? What of what?
I calculated.
Okay. What are you calculating?
The 25% and the 60.
No, I'm asking what do you fill? What do you fill up? Wait, how come you wait? I'm asking you this simple question only. Not $50. Let's say you start with $50. Let's say 3/3 of 50 is used. What is left? What is left? Tell me what do you fill up here?
The left.
And what do you fill up here? Quick. Hey, we have been doing these two type of question a lot. How come now you quickly forget already? Have you forgotten? 1/3 is used, so what is left? Come on, quick. 1/3 is used, so how much is left? What's the fraction that is left? Here. Don't know or not sure? Just tell me quick.
Not sure.
1/3 is used, so what is left?
Uh, 2/3.
2/3? Yes. So 2/3 is used. So how do you fill up this? The second circle. So 2/3 of what?
Of the 50.
Very good. This is the thing you need to fill up. So what do you do for these two circles? So 25%. So what is left?
100 minus 25.
Quick.
Uh, 75%.
Yes. 75 what? Yes. Then what is this?
That's the 60.
Very good. Okay. So this question is on percentage. This question is on.
Fraction.
Very good. Okay. So I want you to remember these two slides. This is on percentage. This is on fraction. I want you to remember these two slides. Okay? I want you to remember. So to find left, so what is the math operation here for this part? What's the math operation for this part? So what's the operation? Tell me. Yeah, so tell me what to do. No, you look at my slide. There is nothing to do with your working. So what do you write here?
75%.
Then times. Okay, then
60.
yeah, very good. So what do you get here? Use your calculator quickly.
Okay.
Very good. Okay, so this is one way to find out what is left. Okay, is by using the branch method. Okay, remember branch method for percentage, branch method for
Fraction.
okay. So I need you to memorize these two. Very good. Next question. Okay, here, this question. So what it says here? This question, what it says here is. Let me get into. Let me get into this format. Okay, let me get into this format. Okay, tell me what the question is asking. The question is says the radius of circle. Which one is the radius?
The 14.
Yes, very good. So that means if I get this into this, let me get this into this. So the radius of the circle is 14. So that means this is the radius. This one. Let me highlight it. This one is the radius. Okay, what's the definition of radius? Radius is, I'm testing you the definition now. Can you remember?
The radius is.
Are you inside the room or what? Or outside?
Do you want the working of radius?
Can I ask you? Are you inside your room, or do you have your own room?
I'm I'm near the kitchen there. My mom is talking to my
Yeah. Are you inside your own room?
yeah.
How come? Can you close your door so that I won't hear your mom's noise?
Okay.
Noise as well. Okay, thanks. Okay, very good. Yep, good. So radius, what's the definition of radius? Can you still remember? What's the definition of radius?
Definition of radius.
Not calculation, definition.
Yeah, I said definition.
Okay, yeah. Can you remember?
Radius.
Yes. Can you remember? Okay, those that means you cannot remember. Radius is the center of the circle to
Or to the end, right?
what? No. To what? To the? It's not to the end. To the perimeter or circumference. Can I ask you, in this question, which one is the center? In this one, which one is the center?
The one at the
Which one is the center? Yeah, look at this. Which one is the center?
the dot there.
Yes, very good. So the dot is the center. So which one is the circumference?
The perimeter is the line.
Which line? There are, huh?
The curve when
Yes.
the 14 cm to the curve.
Very good.
The end.
Very good. You just need to. So is the curve, which is here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So center. The center is here, right? So
Yeah.
radius is the center of the circle to the perimeter or circumference. So center to. Stop. So that's why this is the radius. Okay? That's why your radius is 14. Okay, now, what is the perimeter of the quadrant? Okay, so if this is 14, then what is this? What is
That
this?
is also 14
Why?
because the center
Yeah,
of the circle
center of the circle, and then
is touching the
it's not touching. Use my definition. Don't use your own definition.
the second of circle is to the perimeter.
Correct. So that's why you have 14 here. Okay? So now, this is 14. This one is also 14. So in order to find the perimeter, So you already have this one. You also have this one. So now, which one you need to find? You need to find this one, the curve. So how do you find the curve? How do you find the curve?
Perimeter is plus.
Huh?
Perimeter is plus.
Correct. But what I'm saying is, how do you find this parameter first? That means you need to find this one first. You need to find this one. So what is this one? How do you find? How do you find?
Yeah, use the you use the formula.
What formula? Yeah. Okay, go ahead. What formula? Like
The
what formula?
the two
So you are finding this one.
the two times the the two times.
What two times? What was that? So what is the
See,
parameter formula is? Parameter of circle formula is what?
formula is two
Okay, so slow.
times pi times r.
Very good. Okay, so this is for parameter of circle, right?
Yeah.
Is this a circle?
No, that's a quarter.
So how? So how? So your parameter of the circle is 2 times pi. Pi I use 22/7, right? The question says.
Yeah.
Yeah. So pi is what? Pi is 14. I mean r is 14. Yeah. R is 14. So this will give you what? This will give you 22 cm. Parameter is cm. So 22 cm is for the entire circle, right? See?
Yeah.
What? So now this is a quadrant. Then how? What do you need to do? Hmm?
22 cm.
Oh, then how? The entire circle is 22. So I just need to find this one only. I just want to find this one only, the highlighted one. How? Hmm? How? You forget already. How? Come on. You forget already or what? How? I want to find the yellow part. How? Huh? So fast you forget already? So if 22 is the entire circle, right? Okay. If 22 is the entire circle, then we talk about
The whole circle.
the whole circle is 22. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do?
Yeah, you're gonna make a full circle.
Yes. So now The full circle is 22. The full circle is 22. Okay? So the full circle is 22. The full circle is 22. Okay? But I don't want the full circle. I want only what? I want only this part. So how? So can you see that this 4 line, what do you do? I just want one of them. The full circle, okay, by the way, for the full circle, right? How many yellow lines you have for the full circle? How many? Count lah.
4.
Okay. 4 yellow lines. Is the full circle, right?
Yeah.
And full circle is how much? How many? What is the value for full circle?
The full circle is 22 cm.
Okay. So, do you want 4? Do you want 4 yellow line? I want how much? I want only
1.
one of them. So 1 yellow line is how much?
22 divided by 4.
Correct. So what's the answer?
5.5.
Okay. So that means the yellow line here, one of them is, the answer is 5.5, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. One yellow line is 5.5. That means the question mark here is equal to,
5.5.
so now can you find out the parameter or not?
Yeah.
You just now you say use what? What operation?
Plus.
Yes. So parameter equals to which one plus which one, right?
14.
Yeah.
Plus 14
And then
plus 5.5.
correct. So what's the answer?
33.5.
Okay. So how come you remember? Okay, you remember this part, which is to add all of them together. How come you forget this part? How to find one of them? So next time, if you are asked to find one of them, quadrant, one of them, what do you do? What do you do? If you are asked to find a quadrant, one of them, what do you do next time?
Make a full circle first.
Find what first?
Find the curve first.
Find the full circle.
Find the full circle, and then you use the.
Use what? And then what?
You count how many yellow. You count how many.
One quadrant is always 4. What?
Yeah. So you take the full circle and divide by 4.
Divide by what? What?
The 4.
Very good. Repeat after. Repeat what you said.
You find the full circle.
Yeah, and then
first. Then you take 22 and divide by 4 because a full circle always have 4. By the quarter.
Yeah, you divide by 4. The reason is?
Because if you use a quarter then make a full circle with it, it's always 4.
Again?
Because if you make a full circle with a quarter,
yeah,
it's always 4.
Yes, that's why you take the full circle divided by
the 4 line.
You use full circle divide by?
The 4 yellow line.
I ask you divide by what value? You don't tell me it. You use the full circle divide by what? Full circle divide by what is always giving you the quadrant? Full circle divide by which value will give you the quadrant?
The 4.
Yes. Repeat.
22.
I ask you to repeat after me, not yours. Full circle divided by 4 always give you quadrant. Repeat.
Full circle divide by 4 will always give you the quadrant.
Repeat. Sing this into your mind.
Full circle divide by 4.
I ask you to repeat only. How come you still slow down so much? Repeat
Full
confident.
circle divide by 4 will give you the quadrant.
Very good. Repeat one more time. Confidently.
Full circle divide by 4 will give you the quadrant.
Very good. Okay, so that's how you get your parameter. Next. Okay, so we are talking about what here? This question. So what we are talking about here then? This is called what?
Half
Half what?
a circle, which is semicircle.
Very good. So what is this? What's the name for this? What's the name for this one?
Diameter.
Very good. Can I ask you, how do you find this length?
Find the full circle.
And then?
Then divide
Yes.
to find the.
Divide what? Divide by what?
For this, there's only 2 lines.
I ask you to divide by what? Which value?
Divide by 4.
Quadrant is full circle divided by
4.
4. This is a what? This is a half circle, right?
Yeah.
So half circle is it the same? Is it full circle divided by 4 also?
No.
Then divide by what?
2.
Yes. Okay. So how do you find full circle? How do you find full circle?
Use the formula.
What's the formula? Come on. Of course, use the formula. What's the formula? We just talk about the formula. We just talk about the formula.
Is
We just talk about the formula.
is 2 times I times R.
Yes. 2 pi r. So what is r here in this case? Is it 4? Is your r 4? Is your r 4?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
What do you say here? This is your what? What did you say here? What is this? Just read it.
Diameter.
Then the diameter is what? Speak.
Diameter is 4 cm.
Wait. This is the diameter, you tell me, right?
Yeah.
And what is above diameter? What is above this diameter? What's the value above diameter? Above the word diameter?
4
Huh?
cm.
So 4 cm is the diameter or radius? Four cm is the diameter or radius? Look at the diagram. So the 4 cm is the diameter or radius? Quick.
Diameter.
Yes, exactly. Then how come you tell me the radius is 4? Can you? I mean, first thing first, you tell me this is the diameter. So above diameter, what is the value?
4.
Above diameter, what's the value?
4.
4. Then how can you tell me the radius is 4? How can you? How can you? Can I ask you? You write radius, and then on top you write 5 cm. What does this mean? What does it mean?
It that's a radius, I see.
Correct. So if I write diameter here, I write above is 5 cm. What does it mean?
The 5 cm is the diameter.
Very good. So if I write diameter here, okay? If I write diameter, I write 5 cm here. So my 5 cm is my radius, you are saying. Is it my radius?
Oh.
Then how can you tell me this 4 cm is the radius? How can you? So if the diameter here is 4 cm, so if this whole thing, this whole line, if this whole line is 4 cm, can I ask you which one is the radius? So what's the definition of the radius?
The center.
Where's
of
the center?
the
Where's the center?
the dot.
The dot. So this is the center. Then from the center to
The center of the circle to the perimeter.
so I'm going. So this is the radius. So what's the radius here? This whole thing is 4 cm. So from the center to 2, yes. So the radius is
2.
So the full circle is 4 pi. Okay? Okay?
Yeah.
So full circle is 4 pi. So half circle, right? We want half circle, right? So it means full circle divided by 2. So half circle is 2 pi. Then that means this yellow color one is 2 pi. Okay? Pi,
Yeah.
I take what as pi? Let's look at the question. Let's look at the question. The question says what? Use 22 over 7. So I use 22 over 7. Yeah. So 22 over 7. 2 times 22 over 7. So you should get 44 divided by 7. So this will give you the yellow color. So to find the perimeter, you use the perimeter. You add, right?
Yeah.
Which one add with which one? The yellow color add with the what's this?
The yellow color and the full circle.
Huh? Yellow color and
the yellow color and then you need to divide
No, yellow color and then add with what? Charmaine,
Add with the
just now, just now this one, right? You add
yeah,
this and this together, right?
yeah.
Then now, I change it to this. I change it to this. So you add, which one add with which one? This one.
The yellow, the curve and
Curve, and then?
and the line.
Correct. So the curve is what? What's the value for curve now? So the curve is, which is the value for the curve?
Curve is 44 over 7.
Then what is the value for the line?
4 cm.
So you just add these two. That's it. What is so hard about this question? Okay. I find there is a very big problem with you. You have a 5 cm on top of the diameter and you can tell me radius is 5 cm in this case. You can tell me the radius is 5 cm in this case. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Huh? Crazy, right?
Yeah.
Crazy. Okay. When you write diameter here, on top is 5 cm. So that means the 5 cm is diameter. How can you tell me the radius is 5 cm? Can you stop this craziness? Okay. Can you stop the craziness? Okay. Move on. So this question. The question says, what is the perimeter of the unshaded part? Which one is the unshaded part in this case?
The white part.
Yeah, very good. So the unshaded part means if I to shade it, that means I need to find this one. And then I also need to find this one. And then here. So basically, this is the one you need to find. Okay? And the curve. So that's what you need to find in order to find the perimeter of the unshaded part. Can I ask you, how do you find, so what is this? What is this? Where's the center of the circle first? Where's the center of the circle?
The is where the end of the black.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So this is the center of the circle. So I go up. I touch the, where is it?
Perimeter.
Huh?
The perimeter.
So center to the perimeter. So this is the
Radius.
very good. Then here. So that means this one is the radius, right? Can you see?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now, so I go from the center. I go. I stop here. So what is this point?
Radius.
Yeah. So this is also the radius. So that means this one is also the radius, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, the question says what? Diameter of the circle is 14. So if the diameter of the circle is 14, so what's the radius? Diameter is 14. Then the radius is what? We just talked about just now. We just talked about
7.
Yes. So that means this one is 7. This one is 7. Ha. So that means what? That means you already found this one and this one. So what is left for you to find? So what is left for you to find out?
The curve.
Yes, very good. So your job now is to find out what is the value of this curve. Okay, so let's look at it together. Remember this curve, huh? Okay. So let's go back to the quadrant thing. Do you know what I'm going to do? Okay. So remember, this is the curve. This is the curve you need to find. Huh? Can you see?
Yeah.
So am I right to say this is the thing you need to find? This is the thing you need to find, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
So what is this then? So what is this? How do you find this? How do you find this?
You need to find the full circle
And then?
and then divide by the number of lines.
Wait. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You are crazy. Okay. So let me get this. So now, what I want to find is this part, right?
Yeah.
So how do you find this tree? The full circle is what? The full circle is 22. We found already, right?
Yeah.
And then the quadrant is how much? The quadrant is. Where's the quadrant?
5.5.
Very good. So this part is the one with the 3 slash is 5.5. The whole thing is 22. So how do you find the tree? This three part. How? You still cannot. You still don't know. The entire circle is 22, right?
Yeah.
Then this part is 5.5. This
Yeah.
part is 5.5. Then what is this? What is the rest? What is this yellow color then? The entire circle is 22. Okay. Then this part to this part is this part. This part is 5.5. Then can I ask you, what is this part? Huh? So what is this part? The entire one is 22. And this part is 5.5. Then what is the purple color? This black one is 5.5. What's the purple color?
At 22.
Uh-huh. Yeah, say it out quick.
Plus 5.5.
Again, I didn't catch quick.
22 plus 5.5.
22 plus 5.5. Entire thing is 22. How can you plus? The entire thing is 22. So do you see or not? The black line plus the pink is the what? The black one here. The black one here plus the pink one will give you what? Will give you what? Come on. The black one and the pink one will give you what?
3.5.
It's this whole thing. I'm not asking you for the value. I'm asking you just the 5.5, the black one. I'm not asking you for the value now. I'm just asking the black color here. The black color here, add with the pink color, will give you what? What is this thing? Why are you talking? Why you tilt your head so much? What is this thing? What's this thing?
The circle.
Yes, the black and the pink will give you the entire circle, right? What are you what is in your mind? Isn't it very clear? Black plus pink is the entire circle. Isn't it very clear? Am I right? Am I right? Okay. Then what you are thinking just now? I keep asking you black plus pink. What are you thinking? Hmm? Hmm? Just now, what were you thinking? So if the black plus the pink will give you the entire circle. So now the black is what? The black color is what? What's the value for black? What is it? 5.5. So now the pink, you don't know. What is the entire circle?
22 cm.
Very good. That means what? That means 5.5 plus pink will give me 22. So how do you find the pink? How do you find pink?
Minus
Pink is
22 minus 5.5.
very good. So calculator.
16.5.
So the pink is 16.5. So the pink is 16.5. That means the yellow color here is also
16.5.
If the yellow color here is 16.5, then that means the yellow color here is also
16.5.
So now can you find out what is the perimeter or not? So what's the perimeter?
16.5 plus 7 plus 7.
Answer. Hey, did you close your door or not?
Yeah.
Are you inside your room? Are you inside your room or you are inside the kitchen room?
No, I'm inside the room. My 30.5.
Okay. So how do you find? So next time, how do you find this pink color?
Take write out. Use the full circle.
Yeah.
And then you minus the 5.5.
Yes. Yes. So what if I give you this question? Let me get this to the next page. Okay, so if I want you to find this, how do you find this?
Find the full circle
22, and then
find minus it.
minus what?
5.5.
Which one is 5/5?
The
In this diagram, which one is 5/5?
the curve, the one without the yellow.
Very good. So this is 5/5. So I call it, what was the name for this one? There is a name for it.
Quarter.
Quadrant. Yes. So the quadrant is 5/5. So in order to find this yellow line, you take full minus what?
22 minus 5.5.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So basically, this circle question is all about what? Basically, this circle question is all about, you need to find out the quadrant. The quadrant is 5.5. So that means everything here is 5.5, 5.5. Okay? They are all 5.5. So now, you want to find what? You want to find half circle. So the half circle is actually, half circle is a combination of what?
Half circle is
So if this piece 1, piece 2, piece 3, and piece 4, half circle is given by
1 and 2.
Very good. So if I need to find this, okay? So this is given by what? This is given by what? Quick. This is given by what?
Quadrant.
Huh?
The
Given by what? Quick. Huh?
the quadrant.
Yeah, I mean, which I'm already giving you 1, 2, 3, 4 already. So this one is given by what?
1.
That's all. Just this piece. Just this piece. I'm saying this and huh? And then
2.
2 here.
Just 1.
2. Are you saying 2 here? Is there anything here?
1, 3.
And you don't anyhow say, okay? You focus, okay? 1, 3, and then
4.
And 3.
4. I said 4.
Okay, repeat.
So 1.
Okay.
3.
1, 3, 3,
and 4.
4. Come on, 1, 4, 3, right? What? How come you? What are you talking? Hey, something is not right with you. Can you see this whole thing is this? I go by what? I come like this, right? I come like this, right? Then you go, you tell me 1 and then 3 and then 4. Where got such thing? It should be what? It should be what? Come on, quick.
1, 4, and 3.
Yes, 1, then 4, and then 3. Something is not quite right with you. Just now I asked you for this one. How can you tell me it's 2? How can you tell me it's 2? How can you? I don't have anything here. Come on. I don't have anything here. It's empty. Right?
Yeah.
How can you tell me it's 2? How? How can you? One more round. What is this? You don't anyhow say, okay? You better think before you tell me. Okay, so what is this? Can you see or not?
Yeah.
Then go ahead. What's this? Hey, why you take so long? Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4 only.
1.
1 and then?
1.
1. And then? This is 1. And then?
4.
4. Is there anything here? 4? What are you talking about 4? Is there anything here or not? Is there anything here or not? Huh? Charmaine, answer me. Is there anything here?
No.
Then where is your 4? Can't you just match? This is your 1. Can't you just match? This is your 1, okay? This is 1. Continue to match. Continue, quick.
No. 2.
2. 2. Then
4.
4. Suddenly you come back to 4. Here 4 is here. Come on. Do you have anything here or not? Do you have anything here? How can you say 4? Charmaine, what is this thing? What is this part to this part? What is this part to this part? This part to this part. What is this part?
3.
Then just now you say 4. Why? Tell me why. Why you say 4 just now? Simple identify the region. You also like don't know how to identify. I'm testing you just simple stuff. Just ask you to match. Tell me what is missing here. Which one is missing here?
The missing one is 2 for that one.
The missing one is 2, right?
Yeah.
Then tell me what is missing here.
That one missing is 4.
Then how can you just now keep saying is 1, 2, 4? How can you say it's 4? 4 is missing. How can you say 4? Charmaine, you are not there. Okay? We rest for 5 minutes and come back. Okay? Go and wash your eyes, wash your face, toilet break. Okay?
OK。
快点，他去11个里，中啊，所以你是不会做了，就这样了啊。他现在用foundation来教你，11个里，12个里，手摇摇一下。手摇摇一下，这个可以穿吗？跟你讲不会就直接讲不会，知道吗？你没有1分钟气毛嘞，你懂吗？你如果浪费5 minutes 啊，现在5 minutes rest。
I'm back if you are back. Okay, good. Okay, good. This is the other student one. Okay, so just now what we talked about is this. Yeah, this one. Just now we talked about. I just asked you to identify, and then you also have problem identifying. My goodness. Okay, just now I just point like this. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right? So I ask you, what's this? Tell me what is this?
1,
And then?
2,
Then?
and 3,
Very good. What is missing?
4.
Okay, 4 is missing. Simple stuff. Okay, one more. What's this?
One.
One here. One. You're saying one?
Our
Where you start from? So where you start from? Just now ask yourself what is missing and then just continue.
2,
Okay, then
3,
okay.
4.
Yes, it's very simple. Why? 2, 2. Okay, 3, 3. Right?
Yeah.
And then ultimately 4. So what is missing?
1 is missing.
Okay, simple enough. So that means if you are asked to find this one, how do you find? So how do you find the yellow color?
You need to take the full circle and then minus 5.5.
Very good. In this case, it's not 5.5, so you minus the
The 1.
yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you find? One, two, three, 4. Then how do you find this one? How?
You need to take the full circle and then divide by 2.
Very good. Last but not least, how do you find this one?
You need to take the full circle
Mm-hmm.
and then divide by 4.
Very good. Okay. So this will give you the quadrant, right? This will give you the semicircle, right? And this will give you what? This will give you actually it will give you 3/4 of a circle. It's 3/4 of the circle, right? Okay.
Yeah.
3/4 of the circle it will give you 3 quadrants. Is it 3 quadrants? 1 quadrant, 2 quadrant, 3 quadrants.
Yeah.
Okay. So full circle minus 1 will give you 3 quadrants. Okay. 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 So now let's move on to your the question you show me, your fundamental math. Okay. Email. This is the one. Let me. Can you see the screen now?
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's look at your fundamental math. So your fundamental math here. So it says multiply.
That one we already finished.
Huh?
Fractions we finished.
Yeah, you finished. So I just want to check your work. Okay. So here it says what? Yeah, you see 1/5 of 15. Of means times, right?
Yeah.
So therefore 1/5 times 15. Okay. So can I ask why 1/5 here? Why 1/5 here? You look at the diagram. Why 1/5? Do you know why? You know why not? No answer.
Not sure.
Then you say you finish already. You finish, but you're not sure. Then is it finished or not finished? You say you finish already, finish teaching, and then now you tell
Yeah.
me you're not sure. So it means it's finished or not finished?
No, it's finished already.
Yeah, finished already, but you're not sure. So is it finished or not finished?
It is finished. It's finished.
Then how come you're not sure? If you say you can be finished, that means you should know everything already, what? Right? You should know everything already. And how come you still don't know? So can I ask you, how many dots are here? How many dots are here?
15.
So there are 15 dots, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How many white dots are there?
3.
So 15 dots, 3 white dots. Then what about blue dots? How many blue dots?
Um. 12.
How do you count, by the way? Do you count like this? 1, 2.
No.
Then how do you count?
15 minus
Okay, that's one way. 15 minus
3.
3 is one way. Then you can also count like this, right? 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. To double check your answer. Okay? To double check your answer. Then what about, is there another way to count? Is there another way to count? Yes or no?
No.
Or you don't know? Or not sure?
Not sure.
Okay.
Right.
I'm supposed to get all this. Anyway, never mind. Okay, let me show you. There is another way to count. So besides counting it one by one, and besides using the branch to count, there's another way to count. Okay? So okay, this one is called your row 1, right?
Yeah.
So by the way, horizontally is called row, right? So you have row 1.
Yeah.
This will be your row what?
2.
And then subsequently row 3, right? So
Yeah.
horizontally is called a row. Then what about vertically? Vertically is called what? It's called a column. So you have column 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay? So vertically for a column. Okay? So now we are asked to count the number of blue dots. Okay, so we just need to count how many column we have for blue dot. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4. We have 4 columns, right? So
Yeah.
4 columns of blue dot, right? We have 4 columns of blue dot. Am I right?
Yeah.
And then each column, how many blue dots we have? We have 1, 2, and 3. So each column we have 3, right?
Yeah.
So 4 column, each column is 3. So total we have 12. Okay?
Yeah.
So this means what? This means that's the reason why the question just now here. The question just now here is 1/5 times 15. 15 is what? Total dots. Okay? Okay? And then
Yeah.
the 1/5 here is what? The 1/5 here is, this is your column 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you see?
Yeah.
Can you see that out of, that means, can you see that 1 out of 5 columns is white dot? Can you see that?
Yeah.
1 out of 5 columns is white dot. So therefore you use 1/5 times 15. Okay? So
Yeah.
in this case, how many columns are blue dots? How many columns are blue dots here? Can you count for me how many columns are blue dots?
Uh,
How many columns are blue dots? Do you know you can, do you know you can use a notate here? Just now what you say? How many columns are blue dots?
say 4.
Huh?
Say 4.
4, right?
Yeah.
So 4 out of 5 columns are what? Blue dots, right?
Yeah.
So therefore 4/5 times 15 will give you the blue dots. Okay? You compare to the previous slide. Previous slide is 1 out of 5 columns is white dot. So I use 1/5 times the total. Okay? So here, 4 out of 5 columns are blue. So that means I use 4/5 times the total. Okay?
Yeah.
Therefore, if you look at your question here, so how many columns are highlighted? How many columns are highlighted here?
Um. One column.
One column is highlighted, right?
Yeah.
So how many columns is highlighted? One of how many columns are highlighted in this case?
4.
Let me get it up. So one of how many is highlighted? So you have column 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1 out of how many?
5.
5 columns are highlighted, right?
Yeah.
So okay, let me write it properly. Okay. So 1 out of 5 columns are highlighted. So that means 1/5 times total. Total is how many? 15. That's why you get 1/5 times 15. So 1 out of 5 will give you 1/5. Okay. And this is the 15 is the total. So that's why you get this. 1/5 times 15. Can you see? 1/5
Yeah.
times. The reason is 1 out of 15. 1 out of 5 columns. Okay. So subsequently,
Yeah.
if you look at this question, it says 2. Where are you?
I'm here.
Can't see your face. You need to go to the middle of the camera. So over here it says 2/5 of 15. So 2/5 of 15 means what? So 2/5 means 2 out of 5 columns. So that means which this is the first column, right? Then this is your second column. So
Yeah.
2 out of 5 columns are highlighted in this case. Can you see?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the reason why you get 2 out of 5 means 2/5 times 15. Okay. So that's why you get 2/5 times 15. Okay.
Yeah.
Then what if I ask you for this question? What if I ask you how many unshaded dots? So how do you find this? How many are unshaded dots? So first, you tell me how many columns are unshaded first.
3.
Yes. So 3 out of 5 columns are unshaded, right?
Yeah.
So what's the fraction? 3 out of 5. So what's the fraction?
3/5.
Very good. So the total is 15. So 3
Yeah.
over 5 times 15, you get 9. That's why you get 9 dots. You get 9 dots are unshaded. Okay? So far so good?
Yeah.
So that means I want you to understand the operation, and I also want you to understand how this operation is related to the diagram. Okay? Just now when I asked you, you didn't seem to understand how the operation is related to the diagram. Okay? Let's move on. Last but not least. Last question here on fraction. So 5/5 of 15. What is the meaning of 5/5 in English?
5/5.
5 out of 5 column. That's the meaning of 5 out of 5. Am I right?
Yeah.
So 5/5 times 15. So what it means is 5/5 means this column is shaded. This column is also shaded. It says 5 columns are shaded. So what it means is all are what? All are what? What am I doing?
You're shading
I'm shading what?
all of them.
Why all of them? Why I need to shade all of them?
Because 5/5.
Very good. Okay, so can I ask you, do you see that? Okay, I want to show you something which you can participate. Do you know how you can participate? Charmaine,
Yeah.
you know how to participate?
In what?
Okay, let me show you. Hold on. Ah. Okay. So this is the screenshot I get just now. Do you have this? Do you have this thing? Hold on. Let me get it. Do you see your Zoom? Do you have this thing? Do you see this part? Annotate.
Yeah, I see the one.
Can you press on annotate?
What?
Can you press on this thing? Press your computer. Can you press annotate? Okay, let me try first. I know what. Okay, let me try first. Hold on. Okay, I want you to participate. So that means I need you to let me share. Let me share this instead. Okay, can you see the whiteboard?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Can you see this? Can you see the whiteboard? No?
Yes.
Very good. Like that. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna get this up so you can participate. So I am using so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, good. So if I were to say 2 out of 4 are shaded. So what do you do? Okay, continue. You change your background. Where are you now?
Yeah,
So,
because I needed to.
okay. 2 out of 4 are shaded. So what do you do? Use your mouse. Try to draw something. Yeah, you're not moving. Are you moving? Can you use your mouse to draw something here first?
Yeah, I'm.
Can you draw?
No.
Huh? Okay, draw lah. Okay. Try. Okay. Can you see? It moves. Okay, wait. Yeah, good. Hold on. So you anyhow draw already, right? Okay, let me undo first. So based on this, okay, now based on 2 out of 4 are shaded. So what are you going to do to this diagram? Okay, quick. Move your mouse. Draw something. Shade. What do I mean by 2 out of 4 are shaded?
Oh,
I mean 2 out of 4 columns lah, huh? 2 out of. Okay, you don't draw first. You release your mouse first. Okay. Sorry, release your mouse first. Release. Okay, good. Okay. Release your mouse first. Okay. How come? Hold on. Okay, release your mouse first. So don't touch your mouse first, please. So, okay, so your turn. You can touch the mouse already. So 2 out of 4 columns are shaded. So what you do? When you shade, right, just one slash will do. Just slash. Or put a cross will do. Put a cross, cross. Yeah. Show me. Cross enough. Good enough. Very good. 2 out of 4 columns are shaded. Go ahead. That's all?
Yeah.
Very good. So this means 2 out of 4 columns are shaded. Okay? What about this? Okay, release your mouse. Release your mouse. Just release your hand. Yeah. Let me gain back control. Good. So let me clear all this. Okay. Okay. So that is 2 out of 4. Now, what about this? One out of 1 out of 1 out of 3 rows is shaded. Okay. Yeah, your turn. So how do you shade? Go ahead. Take your mouse. Go ahead. Move your mouse around first. Yeah, correct. Use cross. Yeah, continue. Are you done? Are you done already?
Yeah.
Okay, once you are done, just release. Okay, release already?
Yeah.
Okay, back to me. Okay, good. So, what is this? What's the meaning of this? Repeat.
Rows.
3 rows. What are you doing then? What are you doing?
Shading the column.
Then? So are you correct or you are wrong?
Wrong.
Wrong, right? Okay. So, please redo. Okay? Your turn. Grab the mouse. Go ahead. Very good.
Okay.
This is correct. Okay. So this is 1 out of 3 rows is shaded. So 1 out of 3, what's the fraction for 1 out of 3? Release your mouse first. 1 out of 3. What's the fraction for 1 out of 3? 1 out of 3. The fraction is
1 over 3.
very good. So you times what? 1 out of 3 times how? What are the total number of shapes inside this rectangle?
4.
4
The shaded one or the
total.
Total. Twelve.
So 1/3 times 12 is 4. So it means 4 are shaded, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is 1 out of 3 rows is shaded. Okay. This is 1 out of 3 rows is shaded. Let me save this first. Okay. Just now, let me clear this one first. Okay. Just now, I remember we have the same thing. But just now what we do? Just now I say 1 out of 4 columns is shaded. So just now you shade this one, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
So 1 out of 4 columns, what's the fraction?
1 over 4.
Okay, what's the total here?
12.
12. So what do you get? 3. So in this case, 3 are shaded. So let's compare. So let's compare these two. Choose copy. Let me come to this part. Are you looking at, let's see, please move this window away from the chat application. Let me close. Let me share my screen. I want to show you the two things we have talked about just now. Yeah, so this is one of the picture. And then this is another picture. So what is the difference between these two pictures?
When you times it is different.
So what is the difference between these two pictures? Okay, so let's look at this first. Let's look at this picture 1. The picture 1, right? We are looking at the same picture, but we are looking it horizontally. Okay? We are looking it horizontally. Okay? For the second picture, we are looking it vertically. Okay? So, if we are looking at the picture 1 horizontally, okay? So, we have 3 rows, right?
Yeah.
If we look at it vertically, we have 4 columns. Okay? So for the same thing, you can actually look at it in a different manner. Okay? Similarly, for this, if you look at it vertically, how many columns you have? How many columns you have?
5.
Very good. If you look at it horizontally, how many rows you have?
3.
3. So what I'm trying to say is, you can have something over 5 if you look at it vertically. And if you look at it horizontally, you have something over 3. And then they both times the total number of dots. So in this case, if we are looking at this diagram, how many are white? How many are white? The first column, right? So
Yeah.
one column out of 5 are white, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
So for this question, if one row, we are talking about this row. Okay, so one row of 3 rows times 15 is 5. Then this one column out of 5 columns times 15 is 3. Okay, so if you look at it from a different directions, you get different numbers. That's what this fraction is all about. Okay, now let's move on to decimals, multiplication, and division. Okay, over here is all times and times. Okay, good. So let's go to decimal number. So when you times a number, it will get bigger, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if this is the ones position, right?
Yeah.
Let me erase this. So if this is the 1 position, when you times 10, you will get what? 5 times 10, you get, what is 5 times 10?
50.
So you get 50. Okay, by the way, I hope you know that 5, if this is the ones position, your decimal is here. Okay? Your decimal point is here.
Yeah.
Okay. So if your this times 10, what it means is your decimal point will move. The decimal point will move to the. So if you have, that means let me use another slide. So this is the ones position. This is the tens position. And now of course this is, let me get it further. So this is the hundreds position. Okay. So if you have a 5, okay. If you, so the ones position, so here is the decimal point. Okay. So the decimal point, this is the left hand side of the decimal point. This is the left hand side of the decimal point. So then of course, let me make it smaller. Okay, so this is the left hand side. Then this is definitely the right hand side. Let me choose another color. Okay, so this will be the right hand side. Then I'm going to use the short form RHS for right hand side, LHS for the right hand side. I'm going to continue to use. Okay, I'm going to continue to use the short form to represent. So after the decimal point, the right hand side, what is this position? It's called a what position? Tens.
Tens, ones.
Nope. So this is called the tens position. So the further right is called the hundreds position. Then of course, further to the right is called the thousands. Okay. So this is what you need to remember. The left hand side of the decimal point, ones, tens, hundreds, and subsequently. And then the right hand side of the decimal point, you start from the tens, hundreds, and thousands. Okay. So if 5 times 10, 5 times 10, okay, 5 times 10. So what it means is you get 50, right? So once you get 50, so that means your this answer 50, this answer 50, how do you fit it into this? Your 50, the answer 50, 50. How do you fit it into this? How do you fit it into this thing? The scale, right? Let's call it the scale. So your 50, how do you fit it into this scale? The 0 will be which position? So where you put the 0? After 5 times 10 equal to 50. So where do you put the 0? Which blank space you put? Huh? Where do you put the 5?
At the 10.
The 5 will be in the tens position.
Tens.
Then what about the 0?
The ones.
Yes, very good. So subsequently, if I have 2 times 100, you get 200, right?
Yeah.
Then where do you place the 2, 0, and 0? Where do you place the 2 first? Where do you place the 2?
The 100.
Then where do you place this 0?
The 10.
Then where do you place the?
The ones.
Very good. Okay. So now we have talked about mainly the left hand side. So now let's move on to the next part. So multiplication, we are done. Now, what about I start with 5. I divide by 100. What do I get? You use your calculator. What do you get?
Okay. 0.05.
Very good. 0.05. So where do you place your first 0, second 0, and 5? Help me out. Where do you place your 5?
Hundreds.
Then where do you place your first, this 0?
Tens.
Where do you place this 0?
Ones.
Very good. So what I'm trying to say is, next time if you were to find out the value of each position, you need to write down this so-called the scale.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's say if I have 0.05 times 100.
Yeah.
So what do you get? So when you times 100, no, without using the calculator, so when you times 100, right? So that means your this 0.05, this is 0.05, you times 100. So what it means? It will become bigger or smaller?
Bigger.
Okay, it will become bigger. So definitely your this value will be bigger, right? When you times 100. So then what do you think? Do you think this decimal point, it will move to the right or it will move to the left when it comes to times?
Move to the left.
Okay, so let's say if it's times 100, right? You say it's moved to the left. Okay, let's see. Move to the left. So that means the decimal point times 100. 100 means you move to the left by, so 100 means 2 places. 1 place, second place. Okay? So
Yeah.
now, this decimal point has moved 2 places already. So that means my decimal point is no longer here because it already moved 2 places. So the decimal point here no longer here already. It should be here because like you say, it moves to the left for 2 places, right?
Yeah.
So can you see that? If your decimal point is here, what is your this position now? What is your this position now?
5.
No, this. What is your this position now? Look at the scale. Decimal point is here. The right hand side of the decimal point is the what position?
Tens.
So this is your tens. Then this one will be your hundreds, right?
Yeah.
Then this one will be your thousands, right?
Yeah.
Then this one will be your 10,000s. So do you realize that this entire thing is getting smaller if you move to the left?
Yeah.
So are you supposed to move to the left? In that case, are you supposed to move to the left? Times 100. Are you supposed to move to the left?
No.
No, because if you move to the left, your answer is getting
Smaller.
smaller. So if you start with 0.05, which is here, you times 100, you are supposed to move your decimal point to the right. Okay, so
Yeah.
by 2, so that means now you move to 1, move 2, so your decimal point is no longer here, so it should be here. So what is your this position now? Left hand side of the decimal point, what is this position? So what here says? Left hand side of the decimal point is a what position is your 5?
Hundreds.
Hold on. This is your decimal point. This is the ones position, right? This is
Yeah.
tens, right?
Yeah.
So now 0.05 we times 100. Okay? So that means what?
Yeah.
That means 0.05 we move to the right. Okay, we move to the right. By 2 decimal points, yes. So now my this decimal point is no longer here because I need to move to the right. So my decimal point is now here. Okay? So
Yeah.
what is this position then? Left hand side of the decimal point. What's this position? So what is the position left hand side of the decimal point?
Tens.
You compare. So what is this position?
Ones.
Yeah. So this is your 1 position. Okay? One more time. Instead of times 100, so instead of times 100, times 1000. So that means you're supposed to move to the right by how many side? How many place? 1,
2.
2. 1000 means 3 places, right? Okay. Okay. Times 10, move 1. Okay. Times 100, move 2. Times 1000, move 3. Move to the right. Okay. So I times 1000 here. So this point is 1, 2, 3. So that means ultimately the point will be here. Okay. So now can I ask you? This is a decimal point, right? Can you see?
Yeah.
It moved here already. So it becomes 50 dot. So I put 50 dot here. I put 50 dot here. So this becomes your 10 and 1 position. Okay?
Okay.
So what it means is if you have 0.5, you times 100. So you should move to the, so basically what you do is you quickly write down, this is decimal point. You quickly write down the blanks, the blank space. Okay? So times 100 means move how many places?
2.
2. To the, which side? Left or right?
Right.
Yes. So you move to the right, 1, 2. So that means the decimal point is no longer, so now the decimal point becomes here, right? Am I right? So it's no
Yeah.
longer here. So what's the answer? So the answer is this one. 50 dot. So 50 dot is, what's the answer? So this is the what position? What position is here? Hmm?
50.
What position is that? Hey, how come you control my screen?
I didn't draw.
No, please. Don't control my screen. Okay, get release first. You cannot draw. Okay, release. You release already or not?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, release already. Very good. Hold on. About control. Okay, good. So let me go and get another page. Okay. So what I'm trying to say here is, whatever you get, let's say 0.5 times 100 or 10, right? All you need to do is first you go with the blank, and then put your decimal point here. Okay, so you have 0.5, right? Okay, fill it in first. So times 10 means what? Times 10 means you move to the which side?
Times 10, you move the right
Very
side.
good. Move to the right hand side by one place. So you just go by one place. So that means your this dot becomes here already. So no longer here. Then just erase. Right? So done. So what's the answer? So what is this answer? It's 5 dot, right? Can you see 5 dot?
Yeah.
5 dot, right? Just give it to it. The same thing, 5 dot. So 5 dot is also equals to 5. Because just now what we say here, we say that this is our scale. This is our scale. So the dot, 5 dot means 1 dot, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
5 dot means 1 dot. That means my 5 is my 1's position. Okay?
Yeah.
One more child. One more child. Let me get this scale over first. Okay? So now I start with 0.05 times 100. So what you do, get your this blank space up. So get your dot somewhere. So 0.05 times 100 means move to which side first?
Times is moved to right.
Right. So I move how many places? 100 means how many? 2. So 1, 2. So it means my decimal point will be here. Right? So
Yeah.
so my answer is 5 dot. Right? Yeah, can you see? 5 dot, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now if I times 1000, so now the question is not this. The question is 1000. restart it first, huh? So let me go by 0.5 times 1000. So see what we have. So first, I start with the blank space. So I put a dot here, 0.5. 1000 means to the right. Times means to the right. 3 places. 1, 2, and 3. So that means my dot is here already. So I need to do erase. So now, your dot is here, right? Can you see?
Yeah.
Then after that, here you still missing. So your answer is 300 dot. So 300 dot is 300, 500 dot means 500. Just now we have nothing here, right? Just now we have nothing here. But our dot already reached this. So how the blank one, you need to put in 0. Okay? So that's why you get 500 dot. Okay? Can?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that's about it. Can? Hey, you keep muting your mic for what? Okay. So that's
Yeah.
about it. So that's all for today. Okay. So this part is also something similar to our answer. So next lesson, please get all these things email to me first before the lesson start. I mean, you can even email me 1 day before the lesson start. Okay, the earlier the better.
Okay.
I can look at it first. Then, of course, I will send you my assignment plus your school assignment. So basically, you need to do 2 assignments. Okay. They are both. I mean, my assignment will be online. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Good. Then, is your mom around?
Yeah.
So ask your mom.
Okay. Cool.